Either coming up to put him a lap down. It looked to me like, Quinn just came up a little bit more than what the 10 of Almirola was expecting, and they just touched and ended up turning him into the outside.
And you see the 36 move down just a little bit, and Yaley and Stenhouse thought he could squeeze by on the next to the wall, and he just couldn't make it. And this kid's ugly. Watch his thing.
Right on top of Ryan Newman.
Hadn't Ryan Newman had cars on top of him before here?
I think the 2009 race.
I think you're right. Clean here. Just slight contact. Look at that thing go.
And comes across the Ford's bumper. As he does, he spins back in, gets the 3 airborne, and he just gets projected off the other cars right up into the fence.
He went from the bottom of the race.
There we go.
Almost like maybe Kevin Harvick was down
trying to get in the pits.
29 car.
I'm telling you, that is
a brutal hit.
It is.
Kyle Petty just squeezes through there, has to go to pit road to take evasive action. So does Jeff Gordon. Blaney tried the top side, tried to get low. Ryan Newman goes around, and the car goes to its roof, and here's the on-rushing Corey LaJoie picking it up and over.
Going to be Reddick that'll get the fender out in front. Side by side into two. They make contact. Reddick and Bell hard into the outside wall. Everybody races to their inside, and just a sledgehammer shot into the safer barrier as the.
That's the one. He was going to save it till that last little bump.
I was just going to say, AJ, just be a little patient here. We got a little ways to go yet, and you got a pretty good car. Wow.
In a moment.
This is amazing footage, folks.
Incredible camera work.
Just remember, there's a driver in every one of those cars. Watch his car. Watch the back of the car. Ooh. I mean, the whole car just came up off the ground.
And I don't see any safer barrier in that area right there.
I don't either, Larry.
But Darrell, I agree with you. That's not over.
Yep.
Bam.
They made contact down low, and that shot that 98 up the racetrack just with the same intensity as the 02 had.
I think somebody made contact with a 02, and that turned him down into Johnny.
See the white car on the bottom of the racetrack. That's Ty. Oh, he ran over something.
What the heck?
Yeah, he ran over something, and then I don't know if it knocked an oil line out of it, Steve. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like oil smoke because it's coming out of both front tires. And right there, the right front tire looks up.
Oh,
wow.
This is huge.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. That angle of impact.
spring rubber flying out of the car.
Let's go back and see if we can figure out what that was that he ran over.
Did he run over something, or did something?
Yeah,
did it not?
Yeah.
Jeff Gordon's day ends about like his teammates.
Clint Boyer came across the start-finish line on his roof.
I've seen fire and I've seen rain. This
David Stremmy's.
He goes so low, the 8 swings left. He doesn't know the 48's coming. Heavy contact, and also a little contact with the 21 of Daniel Hemrick as well. We'll have to see what the.
Joey Logano turned the 48, and Buescher goes for a big tumble.
I didn't think that thing was going to stop rolling there for a second, DW.
goodness.
Kyle bumps into Larson, and it turns him to the left. Elliott Sadler hit there by Brendan Gaughan.
And there's the 54. You saw the impact.
I get a feeling something happened to Martin Truex Jr. in that 56 as hard as he was driving it off in that corner.
Sure does.
I mean, he wasn't even able to slow it down, it didn't look like.
I bet well, it's hard to say about brakes, but that looks like a car that lost its brakes.
And Eric Jones' car gets loose, puts a little bit too much wheel back to the right, and basically head on into the wall, and then major impact behind, got him up in the air.
I think that was Daniel Suarez perhaps that made the first impact. It looked like the 19 car, that orange and white car.
Waves for the 5th time today. here at the Talladega Super Speedway. So that money line caution is on the track for that big crash over there at the end of the back straightaway that Mike Bagley called. And
really just kind of a stack-up effect. Like one of them got on the brakes and it's kind of forced. Yeah, look at Tony Stewart just missing this crash. Man, here's where it really gets exciting. Man.
We talked about that there's nowhere to go as you come off of these corners, and when something like this happens, you make a commitment, and you've got one opportunity really to miss this wreck. Tony Stewart did a great job. Some others got.
Byron on the bottom.
He just gets loose underneath.
He just starts spinning out, gets into the.
Oh, man, it just.
Oh my gosh, the car almost went over.
Just hooked, nosed in.
How many times have we seen a car land on top of Ryan Newman?
Ryan Newman?
Yep. I mean, that's 2 or 3 times I can remember.
Too many.
Remember, he was with
Contact.
Blaney tried the top side, tried to get low. Ryan Newman goes around, and the car goes to its roof, and here's the on-rushing Corey LaJoie, picking it up and over.
Look, I think you're going to see him get loose the minute he turns down into the corner.
Yeah, and he's just, man, and that thing just absolutely.
I will guarantee you that impact was well over 180, probably 185 miles per hour. We've already seen 199 or better getting in there.
He spins across the field, luckily missing the 22. Austin Dillon getting on the brakes, and then right here you mentioned the end of the tire wall. That is a tough impact, spinning the car around.
It was John Hunter Nemechek in the 42 that was right behind him. We don't know if there was contact made or if just the car got loose as he came out of the turn.
Yeah, we really need to see it from all the way back of really the Exeter.
Where it goes wrong. Well, he's chasing the 22 down to try to get the side draft off him. I don't think he knows that Sieg's there.
Yeah, Ryan Sieg was in a hole there, and no fault of Ryan Sieg. That's just one of those racing.
So kind of have to pick your poison.
And you know, we talked Chase a whole lot in Daytona about all the bumping and also blocking that was going on down there.
Like 32 car.
Dale, you have to assume, seeing the 43 down in the left in the grass, he's trying to do anything to slow that car down, and what a heavy, heavy impact into that safer barrier.
Yeah, that is the most frighteningest feeling that a driver can have when you have no control, either no brakes or no control of your car, and such a long distance.
In the driver's seat.
Oh,
Stenhouse.
No. Stenhouse pounds the wall, but they took the white flag, sponsored by Credit One Bank, under green. Stenhouse.
See if, right there.
See that smoke, yeah. Actually, the right rear. It looked like fire in the right rear.
It did look like a failure in the right rear. He turns left, trying to get away from that wall. Heavy impact, the right side.
Yeah, just saw the cars that was heading towards the inside pit, and just unless something breaks, that's not something that's going to happen there. So very unfortunate. Hopefully everything with the driver is okay here, but you can see a hard impact.
Decided to come down into pit lane and didn't let everybody behind him know. And I mean, took out 2 good race cars. And I mean,
70 car right there. And you got some more cars up in front, and they're all trying to get off the racetrack. And boom.
Really, that front straightaway is still a turn. And I believe it was the 22 that got up against Sam Hornish maybe and cut the left rear as Sam was trying to dodge all of that.
Oh, and there is Timmy Hill coming through.
Gosh, something, the car turned before it got to the corner. I'm not sure if, I don't know. I'd have to look at it again.
Well, let's try a different angle here.
Yeah, you have to be aggressive and block, but you also have to realize, I guess, when the run is so massive behind you, you're just not going to win.
How much damage Chase Elliott?
Yeah, the stage won't restart. But pit road.
Oh, yeah, the 9 did get hit.
Pit road closed when caution came out.
Holes for Christopher Bell. Watch it.
Well, Daniel Hemrick almost went underneath that 4 truck of Christopher Bell.
It's a testament to the safety of these racing vehicles that Christopher Bell can take that kind of ride.
Christopher
Bell.
Around Matt Crafton. And which way will Christopher Bell go? Big crash. Heavy hit for Crafton. Caution is out. Suarez and Crafton both battling for the lead, and they are torn up.